Paulien, why living wage on WageIndicator?
Well, it's very simple. On WageIndicator we explain a lot about wages, how it works. Of course, we publish also minimum wages. In all the 70 countries, we publish minimum wages. And what you see is that especially in poor countries, the minimum wages are so low that you can understand that you can't survive from it. Let apart that you can raise your kids or have a husband next to you or so.
And with a living wage you could do that?
Well, the discussion is done and you say, well, minimum wage is low, legal minimum wage, but it should actually be a minimum wage where you could live from, and therefore they say a living wage. So a living wage, in what we do as WageIndicator, we try to calculate now living wages for all countries in the world. So not only for poor countries, but also for rich countries. In short, what we see is that in richer countries, the minimum wage is reasonably okay, with the effect that our calculations for the living wage is lower, which is obvious. Which means minimum wages are reasonably okay in rich countries. In poor countries, it's the other way around. There you see minimum wage are very, very low, and our calculation for the living wage is sometimes 2 to 3 times more, which means that if you want people to live decent with a decent wage, in the poorer countries, wages should be a bit higher.
Especially minimum wages.
Well, these are minimum wages. Other wages, of course, when people are brilliant, they should be paid better. But the essence is, of course, that if you pay people, you hope that they survive and not that they starve while working, which means that a payment should be decent or reasonable, or as such that you can live from it. So that's why we discuss the living wage concept.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.